Hey, this is Andrew Brown, and welcome to my backyard as we do a recap of 2020 and talk about goals for 2021. As you might know, my original goal for 2020 was to get all 12 AWS certifications out for free, but we had a bit of a detour there because I started dabbling into cross-cloud because there was some free certifications I wanted you to take opportunity of. I had to refresh some certifications because with AWS because AWS had made some changes, and also the 100 Days of Cloud community cropped out of nowhere. This came as a total surprise to me because I was just starting to do a little bit of initiative with that, but the community wanted it so bad. There was so many volunteers that jumped in. We just had to put that energy in while there was so much excitement around that. And so I don't see as 2020 being a failure, but just a bit of change of goals. And the other thing that I had been doing all of 2021 or 2020 was working on my open source software. So you know Exam Pro, but you probably don't know about the technology behind it that powers the learning platform, and I call that Teacher Seat. And it's been a really old goal since for 15 years ago. I've always wanted to build a learning platform, an open source learning platform, and I'm finally getting to realize that. And the goal there is to allow other people to do the same thing that I do, which is make free content and layer that, or you can do paid if you want. But the point is there's not a lot of options for us content creators. And so I just want to make sure that there's more fair competition in the space, more free content, and everybody wins on both sides. And so that is something that is a big goal of mine for 2021. As a side effect of that, I had to learn a lot about serverless technologies, and I kind of feel that I don't want to just keep all that information in my head, but there's no serverless certifications that exist, so I can't just make a serverless certification course, or can I? And that's what I'm doing. And so I think I've broken it down into 3 certifications: fundamentals, or foundationals, associate, and professional. And so that's what I'm going to be doing in 2021, is bringing you out these serverless certifications. And I think that's really exciting. Now, they are AWS specific. It wasn't that I didn't want to make something more inclusive and generic, like that's something you could be able to apply to Azure and AWS and other providers, but I do feel that the best offering right now is AWS. That ecosystem is rounded out. So maybe in the future we'll change that, but for the time being, that's what I'm going to focus on. And I'm really excited about those as well. For 2021, we will still continue on to finish that original goal of getting all 12 AWS certifications out there. Not sure how much more I'm going to be doing of Azure. I'd like to partner up with somebody in the community, help them grow their brand, help them make those free courses. There's some people I'm talking to, and I'm really hoping that we'll see more Azure content that is free, and also that person gets supported to that stuff. And so those are my strong goals. For 100 Days of Cloud, you saw we started that podcast near the end of the year, something we wanted to do for a long time. We just decided let's just get to it, and so you're going to start seeing that out on a monthly basis. And so I think we have like a backlog, and there's like 4 coming out in a span of a month, like very shortly. But I think that's a great thing. And the last thing I want to talk about is I really want to build an open source community, or not open source, but a developer community specifically for cloud. So you have Hashnode, you have Dev, but they're not cloud specific. And I love these platforms that I post on them, and they have their different needs, but they're not cloud specific. And so I feel that, when you're on Dev, it's like you have like React and JavaScript, and you have nothing for cloud. You have cloud categories, but they're not the best for engagement. And so that's what I'm hoping to fix in 2021. And I'm hoping that you're coming along with me for that journey. And, hopefully you have more days ahead of you on your cloud journey, and we'll see you there. Ciao, ciao.